All right, good morning, y'all. In typical me fashion, running a little bit late. How the fuck did this guy get here? How the fuck did this guy get here? He was over there. He was in that tree last night. Still got a smile on his face as well. Let me tell y'all a little story. So last night, okay, we got Maya the pit bull and we got Crew the little French bulldog. A couple bulldogs in this house. So they're playing. They're getting a little rowdy, okay? They hit this little basket down here. Knocks the tree over. Cornelius, that's the elf's name, Cornelius falls to the ground. We're like, oh shit, the tree fell over. So we pick up the tree, the star here. It's scattered about on the ground. We put the star back on the tree and we're like, where the fuck is Cornelius? We go into the living room. Maya has his body. Maya has his body. She's on the couch with him. Crew has his hat. He's running around. We can't catch him. It was almost the end for this guy, but look at him, okay? He's still smiling. And that just goes to show you, if you're having a bad day, you can still choose to be positive. And I'm just noticing, sorry Cornelius to point this out, I don't want to make you feel insecure. He doesn't have feet. His elf doesn't have any feet. So, you know, you might be sad that you don't have shoes, but Cornelius has a smile on his face and he doesn't have feet. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? You scared the shit out of me, bro. Yeah, I'm a little late to work. I'm defaulting to the fridge, even though I know there's nothing in there for me. I brought my lunch to work yesterday. I didn't eat it, so it's still there. Remains to be seen if I'm going to eat it today. You know, I've been kind of deviated. I've been having those plate lunches. They're delicious, all right? Maya. Hey, Maya, come see. The culprit right here. Fucking ran off with Cornelius. Oh, now she's turning around. She's going back to bed. She just has to see what's up. Anyway, man, question of the day. Question of the day. This is tough, y'all. This is tough. Cornelius fucking completely took me off my game. Let me think about this. You know what? I thought about it instantly. This is an easy one. Let's do it workout related, okay? What's your favorite day? If you do a bodybuilding split, what is your favorite day? If you don't do a bodybuilding split, what do you like? Are you into CrossFit? Are you into rock climbing? What's your favorite form of exercise, okay? We can generalize it to that. If you're doing the bodybuilding split, tell me, is it arm day? Is it chest? Is it back? Is it legs? And if you don't do bodybuilding, what is it? Is it CrossFit? Is it tennis? Is it pickleball, which is the fucking shit, and it's been a long time since I played it. What is your favorite kind of exercise? What is your favorite form of exercise? Let's just do that. Okay, I already have my bags packed. I have Crew's food packed. I just gotta go retrieve the boy from the bedroom. It's dark as a dungeon in there. You know how hard it is to wake up in the morning in that room with my girlfriend and my dogs piled on top of me? It's impossible, but I do it anyway. I do it every day. Okay, let's get to work. All right, y'all, we're not gonna do a full-on car talk here. I didn't feel like setting up the camera and the little thing, but I'm holding this vlog style. So they say it's dangerous to text and drive. How about vlogging and driving, right? I just wanted to kind of give you all a rundown of the plan today. So by the time you see this video, you'll have seen yesterday's video. And in yesterday's video, I didn't work out. I took an off day, which the last time I took an off day, I regretted it. But last night, y'all, I ate that pizza that had like 196 grams of protein. I was full, like comfortably full, about 3 slices in. I ate 8 slices, okay? I ended up not eating again for the rest of the day. That was at like 5:40. I finished that pizza. My stomach felt like it was like literally busting at the seams. Probably not the smartest thing to do. And I knew that. I think I talk about it as I'm eating the pizza, that I should stop about halfway, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm not going to do that anymore, being that I'm not a competitive eater, and I do already have digestive issues, probably brought about by too much pressure in my colon from eating too much food. I'm just going to go ahead and stop doing that. You know what I mean? But what I want to talk about really, no, I'm not putting my seatbelt on. All right. Anyway, this is a big step for me. So I haven't worn my seatbelt pretty much my whole life, but the fact that I can hear the beep, that's big moves. My best friend, because I didn't wear it for so long that the beeps became like, I could just tune them out. So I like ride in the car with my best friend, and I'd just be like, tra-la-la, everything's perfect. And then he would be like, ding, ding. And I'd be like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, you don't hear the fucking ding? He'd be like, put your seatbelt on. So the fact that I can hear it now, that's a huge step for me. But, what am I talking about? Oh, working out. Yeah, working out. So I'm going to attempt to work out twice today. And that's also unnecessary. Just like it was unnecessary for me to eat that whole pizza. But that's just what I feel like doing. So I'm going to do, my plan is to leave work a little early, go to the commercial gym and hit legs. And then, go back home, eat, rest, do whatever I gotta do. And later in the night, either go back to the gym for my shoulder day or hit shoulders at home, because I have what I need at home to hit shoulders. So I'm gonna do 2 a day. And what I'll do is I'll post the leg day. Well, when you're seeing this, I'll have posted it yesterday. But I'll use the leg day as yesterday's workout video, and then I'll use the shoulder day as today's workout video. That's the plan. So my arm is getting tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off, and I'll see y'all at work. Yo, look at this little angel. Look at this little angel. Just the other day, he hated his car seat, and now he is right at home. He sits his little face on the corner. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. First off, we're getting Crew accustomed to the ground. So he normally sleeps on my desk in that spot right there. But got the new puppy coming, so we got to get him used to the ground. That's a good boy, huh? But then we also got some lunch today, okay? We got the stuffed turkey wing, the rice and gravy, the sweet peas, the yams, the bread, and a side of chicken fried steak with white gravy. All right, y'all. So obviously I can't pick up the freaking turkey wing. I guess I could try. The bone's just pulling out of this mother. Well, a little bit of cartilage sticking to it, but absolutely incredible. Turkey wings is probably one of the best things that Tim's does. The second best thing I would say they do is chicken fried steak. I'm gonna save this. This is gonna be the last thing I eat. Typically, if I have something fried, well, the bread's the last thing I eat. I do the same thing when I eat Raisin Cane's. I always save the toast for last. It's just this beautiful, soft, pillowy, buttery bread roll at the end. But I also like that little change in texture towards the end too. So the way we're going to tackle this is we're going to eat the turkey wing first. We're going to knock out the main protein. Then we're probably going to tear into the yams and the sweet peas, get our vegetables in. And then we're going to knock out the rice and gravy. Then we're going for the chicken fried steak. And then we're going to kill the bread, okay? And that's how it's about to go down. I don't know. Oh shit. I don't know what happened to the diet, y'all. I don't know. I've just been kind of enjoying myself. I've just been eating. I haven't been gaining any weight. Like I got down to 207. I gained back to 215, and I've pretty much reached a homeostasis at this point, which is why I'm not stressing about it too much, because I'm still a lot lighter than I was, and I do feel a lot better. But as far as getting absolutely peeled and being on a dedicated cut, I've kind of strayed from that quite a bit. So we're gonna figure out. I might change the series to main gaining or something, even though I hate that phrase. But for right now, we're still gonna call it a cut because we don't know what's gonna happen. I might start cutting again, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go tear this up, and I'll see y'all later. So as y'all can see, we got home early, got to play with the dogs a little bit, but there's not much time for leisure because I need to go to the gym and hit legs, and that's gonna be posted today as yesterday's video. By the time you're seeing this video, that'll be posted today, and then the shoulder workout that I'll hit later will go on the same day that this video is posted. So we're doing 2 workouts today, legs, and then later we're hitting shoulders. I have no reason to have the fridge open. You know what? I'm gonna snag a crispy, cold and crispy Honeycrisp apple, and that's it. I'm not getting anything else. All right, y'all, let's talk about it because the whole plan's changed, okay? So I knew I was kind of pushing myself to the limits doing the 2 workouts in one day. I knew I didn't have to do it, but it's just something I kind of want to catch up on just to be able to keep cranking out content daily, because I want to post a workout video every day. But forgetting that stuff at work set me back about an hour and a half. So right now it's 4 o'clock. I was thinking I'd be done with my first workout right now, and I'd be on my way home to edit the video and post it today. So when I got home, I was like, man, I'm running behind. I mean, I just got home. So I threw this tank on, and I was like, okay, instead of doing legs first, do your shoulder workout at home first, rest, and then later go hit legs hard. But the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? My shoulder kind of still doesn't feel completely recovered. I do have really sore triceps from my chest day. So I was like, you know what? Just let yesterday be an off day and just hit legs today like you were supposed to yesterday. Give your shoulder and your triceps another day off before you get into shoulders, because following shoulders is arms. So I was like, just let yourself rest, dude, and fucking relax. Like, I'm just making these videos for fun. I don't make any money off of them. There's nothing pushing me to do this except myself. So I decided to scale it back a little bit, getting down on one knee, and just take an actual rest day. I think these steaks expire, or it's used by tomorrow. So I'm about to eat a couple steaks and some chicken wings, and then I'm just gonna rest and get ready for a serious leg day later on. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start with getting the wings ready. This one looks kind of funky. Looks a little dark. We're gonna eat it anyway. So we're just seasoning this up with Slap Ya Mama. Okay, this is the general all-purpose seasoning, considered Cajun seasoning, but it's really just salt, black pepper, red pepper, and garlic. So you can literally put this on anything. I season the wings pretty good. Pretty good. I'd say about 75% as much as I'd season something I wasn't putting a sauce on. But these I am going to toss in a buffalo sauce. So really, you could probably not season them at all, and the sauce would be enough flavor. But I'm just a seasoning kind of guy, okay? So I'm going to season these up a pretty fair amount, all right? And we're starting this before the steak. We're going to let the steak cool down a little bit. You know, I said let the steak cool down a little bit. I actually meant let it warm up. So it just came out of the fridge. We're going to let the steak get closer to room temperature before we cook it. It's also only going to take a few minutes to cook the steak. Whew. Burned myself twice in this air fryer. That literally never happens. That's my girlfriend's job. My girlfriend always burns herself. I never do. So this is a first for me. You can tell I have a lot on my mind. But yeah, we're going to let these go about 20 minutes. And the steak's only going to take about 5 minutes, okay? Alright, so I guess the camera's set a little low there. By the way, I didn't work out. Like I said, I'm just in a tank. So don't think I worked out. I did not work out. Got some olive oil heating on the pan. Right now I'm patting the steak dry with a paper towel. So you do the same thing with the wings. Any meat that you're cooking, if you want a crisp outside, you pat it dry. Okay, it's just what you do. Now, I'm going to be using the blend on the steak. I've talked about this before. I like the blend because it's a coarser grind. So Slap Ya Mama is a really fine grind. I feel like it's not as good. It's not as good for steaks. Great for chicken. Like the chicken skin, it really penetrates in there. But the steaks, I prefer a coarser grind seasoning. And I season them pretty heavily. You know, some people are like, oh, season it lightly. You know, let the flavor of the beef shine through. No. I like the garlic and salt and pepper taste. Got a little olive oil in the pan here. Gonna throw that steak down. And you might notice that I took out 2 steaks initially. I was like, I'm gonna have 2 steaks and the wings. But I had to catch my head a little bit, right? I'm a man of extremes. I tend to overeat a little bit. So Yesterday, overeating kind of ruined the rest of my day. I ended up not hitting legs, and that's why we're in the predicament we are in right now. So the steaks are good. It says best by tomorrow, and I have 2 more. So I can eat another steak later, or maybe my girlfriend will want a steak. We can definitely eat the steaks by tomorrow. I don't need to eat 2 right now, which would have been a pound of steak and probably like 2 pounds of wings. I don't need to do that, okay? So we're gonna have all those wings. I didn't count them, but it was a good many, and we're gonna have 1 singular steak. Who just knocked my leg out from under me? We're gonna have 1 singular steak that's half a pound of sirloin. All right, y'all, so the 8-ounce sirloin has been cooked. Now it's just resting, letting the juices reabsorb while the wings finish cooking. Now I was planning to go just straight buffalo on the wings. I'm actually gonna do half and half, and the other half I'm gonna use this Japanese barbecue sauce. All right, y'all, sitting down for a little meal here, I really need to start tracking my calories again. I mean, like, if I want to do anything, if I want to stay the same, I don't have to track my calories. I'm pretty sure I could just eat however I want and I'd be fine. But if I want to get cut, I need to start tracking the calories. A good way to save calories is to eat, carnivore, essentially. And I was doing this for my lunches at work. And then for whatever reason, I stopped to start eating all the sides. You saw the lunch I had today. I indulged, okay? Got a cold, crispy one right here. And there's levels to carnivore, Like, what I was saying when I was doing the carnivore lunch is implement carnivore in 1 meal of the day. That way the meal is super high in protein and probably not that high in calories, unless it's like a super fatty cut of meat. But also, like, for instance, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper Zero. Most of the carnivore people, they're purists, you know what I mean? It's like extremely restrictive. They're trying to avoid processed stuff. They would not recommend a Dr. Pepper Zero. But at the end of the day, in terms of weight loss, it's 0 calories. So, don't go from eating like this one type of way, like you're eating a regular diet, you're drinking sodas and all this stuff, to being like, I'm going meat only, no coffee, just water. You're going to fail. It's too drastic of a change. I also have a little banana here. I used to ask if people thought this was like an average size banana or if it was small or large. But this one's pretty small. If you think this is a large banana, it's going to be all right. It probably has a great personality, okay? I got half the wings in the Japanese barbecue sauce. I took a little taste. I had the Kinder's Japanese barbecue sauce. It wasn't very good. This Japanese barbecue sauce, I can't read the brand from here, but it's good. It's fire, okay? It's really good. So we're going to take a bite of this on camera. I didn't grab a freaking napkin. Yeah, this shit's awesome. And that's the stuff, man. I might like that better than the buffalo. In fact, let me try a buffalo wing just to compare side by side. Okay. I still love the buffalo. Maybe I love them equally. Great to have the combination of the two. But that's another thing. The sauce is probably not on the carnivore diet. But just kind of like there's a little bit of wiggle room. What if you're like, if you want to go carnivore, what if you go like 95% carnivore, 90% carnivore? I'm sure it's going to help. Steak is cooked to perfection, y'all. Show y'all a little bit of it right here. That's money. Let me go get a napkin. Yeah, but so ideally, the way that I would eat, I grew up on horribly processed foods. All I ate was TV dinner and fast food. TV formula from birth. I never had real breast milk. TV dinners, fast food. That was my diet, okay? ramen noodles, all that kind of stuff, right? I grew up on junk. Junk built this body, okay? Probably the healthiest food I had my whole life was like school lunches, okay? So I have this like, it's kind of programmed into me to want like these breads and snacks and like shit, you know? But if I were to be 100% like eat exactly how I want to, it would probably be like almost all meat and fruit. It would probably all be like meat and fruit, like a lot of meat and a lot of fruit. And I'd like to eat like a lot of it, you know? Fruit's highly nutritious and meat is highly nutritious. I get my protein, I get the fiber from the fruit, tons of micronutrients. I think I'd be good to go. I'd probably eat a little bit of vegetables like potatoes, green beans, certain vegetables that I like. I'm not huge on vegetables, but I'd incorporate them. But for the most part, meat and plants, and not beans and legumes and all that bullshit. Grains or plants as well, no grains. If I were eating 100% what I believe to be the healthiest way to eat, it'd be predominantly like meat and fruit. That's what I believe, okay? But I do stray a little bit, and lately I've been straying more than normal. And I do enjoy, some fried foods like Cane's every so often. But what I'd like to do is be eating like extremely healthy, like meat, fruit, and a little bit of vegetables like 90% of the time. And then, once a week, do the crumble cookie review. Once a week, maybe hit up Raisin Cane's. Just, whatever I want my cheat meal to be. I think that would be a really balanced way to do it. I just really haven't figured out the balance yet, okay? Now, before I sign out to finish this meal, I do want to say one more thing because I was air frying these wings and it made me think of something. If you're putting stuff in the air fryer and you're spraying it down with oil, that defeats the purpose, okay? You might as well just deep fry the shit. Like, not a lot of oil in deep frying actually gets into the product if you have it on the right temperature. If you fry it too low of a temperature, a lot of the oil is going to soak into the batter or whatever. But when you air fry, you think about it. You're spraying the oil. It's all soaking into the batter because there's no heat, okay? There's no moisture cooking out that's counteracting the oil being absorbed. So you're just soaking all that oil into there. And for something like a chicken wing, there's so much fat in the skin of the wing that it's going to fry up and get crispy with no additional oil on the outside. So if you're like dousing your shit in oil in the air fryer, you might as well just freaking deep fry it, okay? And that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go enjoy this. I'm going to tear it up, and I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all. So definitely glad. Oh, shit. Definitely glad that I didn't do the 2 a day today. That was crazy talk, Maybe if I had worked out like in the morning, and then came back and worked out at night, but what would have happened if I had done 2 a day is it would have been 2 shitty ass workouts. So count yesterday as a rest day, and we'll hit it hard today. Now, I never filmed this part, but I'm taking my pre-workout here, Rise Godzilla Blue Raspberry. That's their newest flavor of that one, I think. And the loaded creatine. It's a hit or miss if I take the creatine. I usually forget. Let me just hold on. I've been a lot more consistent with the creatine lately because I've been working out every day. So, I've now taken 2 days off. I don't want to make a habit of it. But in all actuality, probably better, to have some rest days. But the way I see it, I was kind of talking to my girlfriend about this because she read some study that like working out every day shortens your lifespan, like strain on the heart and whatnot. I'm going to do a scoop and a half because I did just wake up from a nap and I want to have a pretty nice leg day. But yeah, she was saying like working out every day like shortens your lifespan or whatever. And I don't not believe it. I don't not believe it. I didn't read the study. I literally just heard that one sentence from her mouth. So I'm not going to start spreading that information. But I actually don't know if weightlifting's good for you. You know what I mean? Like, I think some form of moderate, or like even very, or even like low intensity cardio, just being active. I think that's really beneficial for us. But as far as like lifting like super heavy weight and trying to be like big, is that good for you? I don't think so. I don't think so. Especially a lot of aspects of bodybuilding aren't good for you. Like if you like eating a ton of food, trying to bulk up, that's hard on your system. Then you're like lifting a bunch of heavy weights, could be hard on your joints and just like super taxing. And, I don't know. There's a plethora of things that could be wrong with it. Hold on, let me get my handy dandy Gila mix. Let me get my state of the art stir. My state of the art stir right here. The butter knife. Decorative, don't you know? Pretty classy, okay? Pretty classy. But yeah, I'm not saying lifting weights is the key to longevity in any way. I just like to be jacked and get a pump. So, I've done plenty of things that aren't going to increase my lifespan. They're going to do quite the opposite. So, I mean, this is... Even if lifting weights does have a net negative on lifespan, this is one of the better things I'm doing for myself. I'll tell you that. Or that I've done for myself. I'm starting to wake up. This is really going to wake me up, but I'm starting to wake up. And as far as supplementation goes, y'all, I must be hallucinating. I thought I saw something on the screen. I used to be considered like an athlete with Rise. I didn't promote the stuff. They sent me an email saying, look, we're going a different way. You're no longer an athlete. I never actually signed anything. So I don't know if I ever was really an athlete. I think I just had like a supplement allowance. I was never officially an athlete. I've never been to the warehouse. I've never met like Nick, Stella, the CEO. I have regrets about that. I should have definitely, I wasn't ready at the time in my life when I got all that stuff going for me. I wasn't ready when my TikTok started taking off. I wasn't. If I'd been making content like this, when my TikTok was taking off, I would have easily been having high quality content across all platforms all the time. And I think I'd be in a way different spot. And I needed to capitalize on those meet and greets. I needed to capitalize on, kind of rubbing elbows with people, but I just didn't. I wasn't ready for all that. The company wasn't, we were kind of in our infancy still. Not really. We were like about midway, but we still had a lot of kinks to work out. And now I'm just in a better place to do all this. But at the same time, I also don't want to be part of the industry anyway. So that's why I still have a code with Rise. It's like an affiliate code. So I'd make commission. You'd get a little discount, but I just don't even promote it because it wouldn't be enough money to like change my life, But I'll let you know that I'm using Rise. So they get free, if anyone buys Rise because of me, use someone else's code that needs it. Use anyone else's code. There's a lot of guys with Rise. Because I think the products are good, and I'll promote them for free. And I'll continue to use them because I'm a guy that sticks, like I find something I like and I stick with it. So I might go to a restaurant and eat a dish that's incredible. And every time I go to that restaurant, there's like 15 other things on the menu that are just like calling my name. I'm like, man, that sounds really good. But I'll continue to order the same thing for years because I know it's good. And that's what I do. I stick with it. So, I've been taking Rise for like 2 years. It's never let me down. So I'm just going to continue to use it. The one other pre that I've tried in this whole time of lifting was Echo Vision Dethroner. And that was some of the worst pre I've ever had in my life. It was supposed to be the most stacked pre. It was $80 for a container. And as soon as I opened it up, it was clumpy. It was all stuck together like it had like gotten like moisture in it. The taste was terrible, which I really don't care about, but it was terrible. And I had this weird energy. It was like a not focused energy. And then like I had a horrible come down and I barely had a pump at all. And I was like, it's supposed to have like all this pump product in it. And I was like, maybe it's a poor quality control thing. Maybe they've gotten better since then. But that was some of the most disappointing. Like that was one of the most disappointing supplements I've ever taken in my life. Because I've taken supplements that I felt no effect from at all. But at least like there was no effect. This one I felt worse. It was super expensive. And I just regret everything about it. About buying it. I took one scoop of it. And then I threw the rest of the container away. I think it sat in my cabinet for like 3 weeks. And I was like, maybe I'll try it again. And I was like, no, I'm never trying that again. That was bullshit. Because I took the Rise right after, the next time, and I had a great workout. So that kind of, I guess, scared me off from trying any other products. It was such a bad experience. Anyway, I'm gonna down this, give it like 10 minutes to start getting into my bloodstream, and then we'll head to the gym. All right, y'all, hitting this one up, vlogaroosty style. I can't even speak. What the fuck am I saying? I thought I became a pro at this vlogging, but now I can't even talk. We're walking in there, y'all. Not used to being greeted by a front desk person, but it's also kind of nice at the same time. There's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of them? And Jesus, they're hiring more staff in here. Anyway, I'm gonna bow out for now because these front desk people are looking at me. I'll see y'all in the gym. So we're done with the workout. That one was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. The pump felt solid. I'm really glad I did the leg press instead of the leg extension, which I love the leg extension. The leg extension may be one of my favorite leg exercises of all time. It got kind of stale for me. And I was like, the workout in general, not the leg extensions themselves. But I was like, I just gotta change it up somehow. So I did the leg press, which, as I said before, gives me a more full leg pump, a more rounded leg pump. It's not as quad specific, even though I do it with a quad focus in mind. Like, I put my feet so low that when I'm pressing, I'm actually pressing from my toes. My heels come off the platform entirely. But I still feel it in other parts of my leg, more so than the leg extension. And that was awesome. The donkey calf thing is awesome as well. And just overall, I took my time, had really long rest periods. I was there for a little while, like over an hour and a half, I think. And it was a good lift. All right, y'all, made it home from the gym. Eating a little crispy Honeycrisp apple, nice and cold, straight out the fridge. I'm doing this because I couldn't wait to eat, but I am gonna be cooking a steak, some leftover green beans, and I might eat something else. I'm not sure what yet, we'll see. All right, y'all, so I got the sirloin over here. It is, oh, shit. I had the wrong side open. Just dumped all the seasoning out. But that's probably how much seasoning we'd use anyway. So we're just gonna roll this around and get it nice and seasoned up. I don't think you can really over season anything. All right, now the fat that we're using to cook the steak in is special. Is this right here. It is leftover, so I fry the steaks in olive oil. Obviously beef fat gets incorporated into the olive oil, and then I put butter in there and I baste it over the steak. So this is a mixture of olive oil, beef tallow, and butter. Alright, y'all, so we got the steak over here resting, okay? And we're cooking the green beans. They're already cooked. They're leftover green beans, but they're still nice and crisp. So we're just kind of refrying them in that steak fat, butter, olive oil mixture. And I hit it with some of this stuff. Packs the ultimate flavor. Fermented garlic chili paste. This stuff is incredible. So I'm basically just heating these up. A quick fry. And then we'll have steak and green beans. Alright, y'all, so we got dinner here. Of course, I had the apple already. We got the sirloin steak and a nice little pile of the green beans. On the side, I have some yogurt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip the steak in the yogurt. So I like, it used to be the only way I'd eat steak because my dad would order my steaks medium well. Got a cold crispy one here. And medium well steaks just don't go down easy. So I would lubricate them with sour cream, and it was a delicious combination. And people seem to think that was weird. And it's not, you know. Think about like Mexican food. Your fajitas, right? You got sour cream, guacamole. Sour cream and steak go together. Now, I don't know. And this steak is quite rare. Quite rare. I did a quick sear on it. But yeah, I don't know if this will be an adequate substitute, but we're about to find out. That's awesome. Man, that is good. All these bites of steak could have probably been cut into 2 bites. But this is so good. Just plain Greek yogurt, fat-free. You know the macros on it are awesome. You're adding protein, you're adding a little probiotics. Let's try these green beans. And I was informed that they weren't previously cooked. I thought they were cooked and then saved. They were raw, so I cooked them a little longer. It's delicious. Incredible. All right. Wait. All right, I'm gonna go tear this up, and I'll see y'all later.